Imagine a harvest so massive it could fill 47,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Now picture that harvest happening every single year, a staggering 94 billion pounds of coconuts harvested annually by the calloused hands of skilled farmers. But here's the kicker. This mind-blowing yield is just the tip of the iceberg. Stick around because what you're about to learn about this coconut empire will change the way you look at your next piña colada. Let's dive into the heart of South Asia's coconut country. Picture endless groves of tall, swaying palms stretching as far as the eye can see. These aren't just trees, they're the livelihood of millions. Now, 94 billion pounds might just sound like a big number. But let's break it down. That's about 42.6 million metric tons. To put that in perspective, it's like harvesting the weight of 7,100 Eiffel Towers every year. And guess what? India, Indonesia, and the Philippines are the heavy hitters in this coconut game. India alone produces over 20 billion coconuts annually. That's nearly a quarter of the global production. The coconut palms here aren't just crops, they're part of the country's identity. In Kerala, known as the land of coconuts, these trees are everywhere, lining beaches, dotting backyards, and dominating farmlands. Indonesia isn't far behind. With its tropical climate and vast coastlines, it's a coconut paradise. The country boasts over 3.8 million hectares of coconut plantations. That's larger than the entire state of Maryland. Indonesian farmers have been perfecting their craft for centuries, with coconut cultivation deeply rooted in their cultural heritage. The Philippines rounds out the top three. Here, coconuts are so important, they're called the tree of life. It's not just a nickname, it's a testament to how every part of the coconut is used. From the roots to the leaves, nothing goes to waste. The industry supports a third of the country's population, either directly or indirectly. But it's not just about quantity. These farmers are masters of their craft. Each coconut tree can produce up to 75 fruits per year. But here's the catch. Harvesting them isn't a walk in the park. Farmers often climb up to 60 feet without any fancy equipment, just their bare hands, feet, and years of experience. It's a skill passed down through generations, a dance between man and nature. The harvesting process itself is a sight to behold. Traditional methods involve skilled climbers, scaling the trees with nothing but a small blade and a wealth of experience. In some regions, they use a technique called toddy tapping. It's not just about plucking coconuts, it's about extracting the sap to make coconut sugar and other products. This requires visiting each tree twice a day, every day. Talk about dedication. Now, let's talk about the economic impact. The coconut industry employs over 25 million farmers across South Asia. That's more than the entire population of Australia. These aren't just jobs, they're the backbone of entire communities. Villages thrive on coconut farming, with the fruit playing a crucial role in their diet, economy, and even cultural practices. In many coastal areas, coconut farming is the primary source of income. It's not uncommon to see entire families involved in the trade. From climbing and harvesting to processing and selling, it's a family affair. This generational involvement has led to a deep pool of knowledge and skills that's hard to replicate. But it's not all smooth sailing in coconut paradise. Climate change is throwing a wrench in the works. Rising temperatures, unpredictable rainfall, and increasingly violent storms are threatening these age-old groves. Farmers are having to adapt fast. Some are turning to more resilient coconut varieties, while others are implementing advanced irrigation systems. Pests and diseases pose another significant challenge. The rhinoceros beetle, for instance, can devastate entire plantations if left unchecked. Farmers are constantly on guard, developing innovative, often organic methods to protect their precious palms. Here's where it gets really interesting. The coconut isn't just a one-trick pony. Every part of this versatile fruit is used. The water inside is a popular drink packed with electrolytes. The meat can be eaten fresh, dried into copra, or pressed for oil. Even the husks and shells find purpose, turned into ropes, mats, and charcoal. Let's break down the coconut's many uses. Water, rich in potassium and naturally sterile. It's a popular sports drink. Meat, used fresh in cooking or dried as copra for oil extraction. Oil, used in cooking, cosmetics, and even as biofuel. Milk, a dairy alternative that's gaining popularity worldwide. Shell, turn it into activated carbon, used in water purification and air filters. Husk, made into coir, a versatile fiber used in ropes, mats, and geotextiles. Leaves, woven into roofing materials, baskets, and hats. Trunk, used as timber in construction. This versatility is a key reason why coconut farming remains viable even in the face of challenges. It's not just about selling one product, it's about maximizing the value of every single part of the tree. But wait, there's more. The coconut industry is evolving. Farmers are no longer content with just selling raw coconuts. They're getting savvy, tapping into the booming global demand for coconut-based products. We're talking coconut milk, coconut sugar, and even coconut-based cosmetics. This value addition is a game changer, potentially doubling or even tripling farmers' incomes. Take coconut oil, for example. Once primarily used for cooking, it's now a darling of the health and beauty industry. Virgin coconut oil commands premium prices in international markets. Farmers who can produce this high-quality oil are seeing significant boosts in their income. Innovation is also making its way into traditional farming methods. Drones are being used to survey large plantations, identifying diseased trees or areas needing attention. GPS-enabled sensors help monitor soil moisture and nutrient levels, ensuring optimal growing conditions. It's a fascinating blend of ancient wisdom and cutting-edge technology. In India, a project called Friends of Coconut Tree is training young people in scientific coconut climbing techniques. This not only makes the job safer, but also attracts a new generation to the industry. It's a crucial step in ensuring the sustainability of coconut farming. However, challenges remain. Many small-scale farmers still lack access to these innovations. There's a pressing need for education and resources to help them boost productivity and adapt to changing market demands. Organizations and governments are stepping in, but there's still a long way to go. Access to finance is another hurdle. Coconut trees take 6 to 10 years to start bearing fruit. That's a long time for farmers to wait for returns on their investment. Microfinance initiatives and government subsidies are helping, but more support is needed to encourage new plantations and the rejuvenation of old ones. The global appetite for coconuts shows no signs of slowing down. Health-conscious consumers in the West can't get enough of this tropical superfood. This surge in demand is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's driving up prices, benefiting farmers. On the other, it's putting pressure on producers to increase yield, sometimes at the expense of sustainability. Speaking of sustainability, there's a growing movement towards organic coconut farming. It's not just about avoiding chemicals, it's about creating a balanced ecosystem where coconuts thrive alongside other crops and wildlife. These organic groves are becoming hotspots for agro-tourism, adding another income stream for farmers. Intercropping is gaining popularity too. Farmers are planting crops like cocoa, banana, or pineapple between coconut trees. This not only maximizes land use, but also provides additional income and helps maintain soil health. Research institutions across South Asia are working on developing new coconut varieties. They're aiming for trees that are more resistant to pests, produce higher yields, and can withstand changing climate conditions. Some promising varieties are already being adopted by forward-thinking farmers. The coconut industry is also branching out into unexpected areas. Coconut water, once discarded as a waste product in many processing plants, is now being bottled and sold as a premium beverage. Coconut sugar is gaining traction as a low-glycemic alternative to cane sugar. Even coconut-based packaging materials are being developed as eco-friendly alternatives to plastic. As we look to the future, the coconut industry in South Asia stands at a crossroads. The challenge lies in balancing increased production with sustainable practices, modernizing while preserving traditional knowledge, and ensuring that the benefits of this booming industry reach the small-scale farmers who form its backbone. As we've seen, South Asia's coconut industry is a complex tapestry of tradition, innovation, challenges, and opportunities. From the humble farmers scaling dizzying heights to harvest sun-ripened fruits, to the bustling markets where coconuts transform into a myriad of products, it's a story of human ingenuity and nature's bounty. But here's a thought to chew on. With global demand skyrocketing and climate change looming, can this 94 billion pound harvest be sustained? Or will we see a drastic shift in how we grow and consume this tropical treasure? The future of the humble coconut might just surprise us all.